sore point amongst Hibs fans.
One of the worst days ever.
After the first couple of goals, the game was finished.
I left after the third goal.
A very difficult day.
Hurts greatly. Losing a cup final 5-1 to your biggest rival. After it, you were just devastated.
Everyone was in a lot of pain. The manager as well and other fans. It was a terrible day.
Number 18.
Hibernian.
We'll play number 17.
Hearts of Midlothian.
These are the games that we look forward to.
It's an immense game for us.
It's a great chance for revenge.
We want to put Hearts out of the cup.
We're a bit back in their noses.
The motivation is beating your closest rivals.
I'm just hoping it's a good day, a green and white day.
"28 weeks ago it was Hampden, now Hibs and Hearts go again, this time in their own city. Leith in Edinburgh is our second stop on this Scottish Cup Sunday. Men on a mission, the Hibs players will never be able to fully make amends for the Great Derby disaster, but a win today would certainly offer some payback to the fans who suffered so much on Cup Final Day and every day since. The Scottish Cup in the away dressing room. Hearts have lost some of their cup-winning side. Their new young team was soundly beaten by Celtic on Wednesday, but Hearts haven't lost in 12 derbies. More live action from the William Hill Scottish Cup now. Hibernian against the Heart of Midlothian. It's available in wonderful high definition on Sky Sports 2 HD. It's on Sky Go on your mobile. Welcome to the city of Edinburgh, currently the home of the William Hill Scottish Cup. Not normally here at Easter Road, of course. It's just visiting on loan from the holders, Hearts. Now, two derby experts join me today, all the way from Canada, is the Scotland striker and Vancouver Whitecap star Kenny Miller, who began his career at Easter Road and won the cup with the old firm. Michael Stewart played for both sides in what is Scotland's oldest city derby. Gentlemen, welcome. How much excitement is there about this city, Michael?
Oh, there's a huge sense of excitement leading up to the game. Obviously, we've just heard from a lot of the Hibs supporters there that are looking for revenge, and from a Hearts perspective, they're looking to try and salvage something from a season that's that's not going particularly well at the moment.
Who do you think the most pressure is on, Kenny, going into this game?
Well, it's a Scottish Cup game. It's Hearts have not a great start to the season, so I'm sure they'll be wanting to maybe use this game as a kick-start to hopefully improve their league performance and their league results. But it's an Edinburgh derby. It means the world to both sets of players, both sets of fans, and hopefully it's going to be a fantastic game. But both teams will feel the pressure. They want to advance to the next round, and obviously you've got the added bonus of putting your biggest rivals out of the competition.
Now, Hibs are currently second in the league, 9 points behind them in 9th place are Hearts. Has there never been a better time for Hibernian to finally win an Edinburgh derby?
Well, you would think that, but I think when it comes to the derby games, there's no doubt about it that the Hibs supporters and the club as a whole, they definitely go into it with a trepidation, and they're very nervous that they're going to get beaten. Whereas on the flip side of that, Hearts are definitely coming into Edinburgh derbies with a lot more confidence, no matter of what the performances have been like prior to the game. And I think it's the same today. Obviously, we've spoken about how there's such a big gap between the two teams in the league, and obviously Hibs have had a big turnaround since the summer, as have Hearts, in a negative sense. But coming into this game, I still sense that Hearts have a greater feeling that they can get something out of this game.
Well, let's hear from the man who lifted the Scottish Cup back in May, the Hearts captain Marius Zaliukas.
What are your memories of the cup final?
Oh, it was good. Good day. Obviously, as we won, it was a good result. We kept our fans very happy, and it was a long time ago cup final like this. Top day of my football career, and very happy.
How much does that game matter on Sunday?
It doesn't matter who played there, because now it's different season, different situation, and probably different teams. Doesn't matter who's on top of the league, who's lower. I think derby is derby, and it's going to be like a really good game.
Psychologically, do Hearts have the upper hand on Hibernian at the moment, do you think?
I think we have probably more pressure than us, because we have 12 in a row now, and we're going to make sure it is going to be 13.
Why has the run been so good? against Hibs? Why have you managed to get 12 in a row?
No, maybe we're a better team.
Well, Mario Seliukas says that Hearts are the better team. Kenny, are they?
Well, I think the league positions show they're probably not, but obviously Hearts have got a bit of hold over Hibs in recent derbies, and I'm sure, like I've said before, it's a perfect opportunity for Hibs to go and put that right. They've had a great start to the league season, they're scoring a lot of goals, they're playing some really good football, and I'm sure if they go and continue that today, they'll hope they can go and put one over their nearest rivals.
Amazingly, Mario Seliukas with 4 goals is Hearts' leading goal scorer. Does that tell us a great deal about what's wrong at Tynecastle at the moment?
I think unfortunately it does, yes. You know, they're playing with young Callum Patterson up front, and you know, there's a debate whether he's actually a striker. He's not scored a great deal of goals. He's isolated up there up front on his own, and I think that does sort of highlight a lot of the problems with Hearts, that they've got a couple of strikers on the bench. They don't seem to be keen to play them, but not only that, they've got Andrew Driver on the bench as well, who would potentially give a lot more supply and to the striker, but he's sitting on the bench as well. And you know, I think the circumstances that they find themselves in, that these guys that are on the bench, I would personally, you know, like to see them on the pitch and creating some more chances and potentially, you know, finishing them off as well.
Okay, the atmosphere is building here. Hearts have changed their manager since that cup final. John McGlynn is in place now. Let's get his Derby Day thoughts. Both he and Pat Fenlon have been chatting to Charles Pattison.
Pat, you've named an unchanged team for the 5th straight game. What does that say about the confidence you have in these players?
Yeah, I think we've had confidence since the start of the season. In fairness to them, the players have been very good, so we'll give them another go today.
How much does this game this afternoon mean to everyone at the club, players, fans and you yourself?
Oh, it's another game. It's getting into the next round of the cup. It's important. Obviously, with it being our biggest rivals, then it takes on a different dimension. But from my point of view, it's just about winning the game.
Edinburgh Derby, massive crowd, big incentive today. We are the holders of the cup, and at 5:30 we still want to be holders of the cup.
Where are the goals going to come from this afternoon for Hearts?
Well, I understand where you're coming from, because we have had difficulty getting goals, but we still look to penetrate in the wider areas and get crosses in the box and get bodies in the box, and I'm not that concerned who scores. You know, we have got an offensive line-up, and we have 30 set pieces, so you know, we look to have a go at them in the full-backs of the Hibs defence, getting behind them, get balls in the box, get players in the box, and hopefully we can stick the ball in the back of the net.
Well, Hibernian have won 8 games in the SPL this season. They won 8 in the last season in its entirety. Much of it down to the 13 goals scored by Lee Griffiths. Kenny, you had a little look at him at the Scotland squad gathering last time out for Luxembourg under Billy Stark. What's he got?
Well, at the moment he's got the knack of finding himself at the right place at the right time, and I think it's 13 goals he's got this year, which is a great return so far for any player. And it's, I mean, I've seen him a few times. You've seen him up close with the Scotland team, and he's a player full of confidence at the moment. He's scoring all kinds of goals. He's got 2 great feet, and like I said, when goals bring confidence, and again he'll be looking to build on that again today.
Michael, this time last year at this stage of the Cup, he scored a goal against Cowdenbeath, then made a rude gesture to the fans and was suspended by the football club. Has he now screwed the head?
Well, I think he's always going to have that wee devilment inside of him. That's what makes him the player that he is. But it definitely seems as if this year, whether it's the fact that he scored the goals that's brought a bit of confidence and he's not having to show that frustration, or whether it's just growing up, you don't know. But this season's definitely been a big improvement from him, not just in performances, but most importantly for Hibs, in the number of goals that he's putting in for the team.
Guys, I can hardly hear you now, such as the noise level here at Easter Road. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, these sides couldn't be separated in the SPL earlier this season. The Cup will produce a winner, just as it did in May. The Edinburgh Derby is next. We're following the holders for our second offering of live Scottish Cup action. Hearts start the defence at the home of last season's runners-up, and that means an Edinburgh Derby. It's in glorious Sky high definition, and if you're on the move, watch on your mobile device and Sky Go. It's been 33 years. Most of these young Hibs fans would have been born since the men in green have won a city derby in the Scottish Cup. Can they put that right today? Or will they still have more sorrow thinking about that cup final 5-1 defeat to the rivals back on the 19th of May? Great atmosphere, sunshine on Leith. Let's show our commentators. It's the Hearts Scottish Cup winner Neil McCann and Ian Crocker.
Thank you, David. Well, after the agony and ecstasy of last season's final, these two quickly meet again in the Scottish Cup. And Easter Road will soon be snarling as Edinburgh's fierce rivals go head-to-head, toe-to-toe. In the rehearsal for the draw, it was Hearts v Hibs. In the real thing, it was Hibs v Hearts. Some things are just meant to be. It's Derby Day in the Scottish capital, and that means the supporters of Hibs and Hearts are full of hope, but also full of fear. Because winning is everything, and losing really doesn't bear thinking about. The ups and downs, the highs and lows of football will probably be encapsulated in the next 90 minutes. Hibs are unchanged for the fifth match running, so they're still without captain James McPake. There are Edinburgh Derby initiations for Tom Taiwo and Ryan McGibbon, who's on loan from Manchester City. Alan Mabry played in these derbies for Hearts, now he's on the other side. Only 4 of this 11 started the Scottish Cup final. Hanlon, Claros, Stevenson and Lee Griffiths, who has 13 goals this season. Hearts make 2 changes from the Celtic defeat. Dylan McGowan and Jason Holt are both injured. Mehdi Taoul and Arvidas Novikovas come in. There's a first taste of the Edinburgh Derby for Jamie Walker and a second taste of it for Callum Patterson and Kevin McHattie. Only 5 of this 11 started the Scottish Cup final. McDonald, McGowan, Webster, Zaniukas and Barr. Unlike Hibs, Hearts do not have a regular goal scorer. Edinburgh Derby veteran Ivan Sproul is on the Hibs bench. Andy Driver is among the Hearts subs, along with John Sutton, who quite likes this competition. He's scored 10 goals in 16 Scottish Cup games. Matt Fenlon took over a year and a week ago and guided Hibs to the final of this competition. John McGlynn actually won here as a caretaker manager at Hearts in 2005. Can he repeat the feat? Now he's the